Hi, and welcome back to Sweets and Beyond. My name is Ida, and today we're going to be making a Jibarito sandwich. It's a steak sandwich, but instead of bread, I'm going to be using plantains. Let's get started. Okay, so here are the ingredients. We're going to be using 3 green plantains, not to be confused with green bananas. Here I have some slices of tomato, some cilantro, lettuce, salt, garlic powder. Here in this bowl I have maybe 1/4 cup of mayo, 1/4 cup of ketchup, a couple of dashes of hot sauce, and some garlic powder. And here I have some thinly sliced steaks that I marinated with 1 tablespoon of adobo, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of vinegar. So I let them sit about 2 hours in the marinade, but if you marinate them overnight, it's even better. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix up the mayo and the ketchup. This is called, this is called Mayo ketchup. So this is going to be, instead of mustard or mayo, this is going to be our dressing for our Jibarito. So we're going to mix this up real nice, and we're going to place this in the fridge. But for now, it's just going to sit there. So the plantain, green plantain. I'm only going to cut 1 so you can see. We slice corner, corner. And you see these ridges that it has? We're going to follow the ridges. Not cutting all the way through. You can hear it already. See the little ridges. You can use a spoon also, but I use my fingers. And you just peel it. And it's very easy, so we will be back when all these are peeled. Okay, so now they're all peeled, and don't worry about these little bits. They'll come off in a bit. So we're going to slice them half, each in half, and then in half again. So we're just going to stand them up like that. So essentially, this will be your sandwich eventually. So we just slice them up, and then I have a bowl here with water that I'm going to dump in some salt. Another technical term, dump in, that's too much. Maybe about a tablespoon of salt. And this is just garlic powder to give it a little bit of seasoning. So we just place them in here. The reason I'm placing them in water, 1 is for them to get a little bit of flavor. And 2, I didn't put in the wrong ones. To get a little bit of flavor, and they have like a little sap, and this way it'll come out. So the next step is going to be to fry the meat. Okay, so in this frying pan I have about 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and my stove is at a 7. It goes from 0 to 10, it's at a 7. And I just wanted you to see how thinly sliced these steaks are. So we're just going to cook them about a minute on each side because they have to rest. So we're just going to fry them up a couple of minutes on each side. It smells unbelievable in here. So now we're ready to flip. And it's good that they're a little bit brown like that. So we just leave it another minute, and we'll take them out and let them rest. And then we will go with the plantain. Okay, so now it's time to fry the plantains. What we're basically doing is making a big toston. Usually the toston will be round, but that's why I slice them this way. So this is about 1.5 inches of canola oil, and my stove again is at a 7. So we just want to lightly fry them, and I'm going to use this because I love my fingers. We just want to fry them, but not to brown them, because we're going to fry them, then we're going to smash them, then fry them again. So you have to watch your oil just to make sure that it's not too hot and they're not browning too fast. See, like right now I think my oil is too hot, so I'm going to lower it to a 6, so a medium, maybe like a medium Yeah, medium. So I'm just gonna place them in here, and I'll show you when I have to turn them. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and if you notice, they're still yellow, but they have a slight give. So now we're going to flip them, and you see they're not browned. This is what we want, because we're gonna get them nice and crisp and brown when we flatten them and fry them again. Okay, so I just took the plantains out of the oil. I just let them rest a little bit because obviously they're too hot. But if you notice, they're not brown, but they have a slight give. See how I can indent? So that means that they're almost cooked. They're basically cooked. So now is to make the jibaro part. So I just take a slice. I don't have a fancy jibaro tostonera. I just use my cutting board and a plain old plate. So I'm just gonna smush them. And look how cute. Doesn't it look like a little piece of bread? So we're just gonna scrape them off and put it there. I mean, you can use the whole plantain, but I feel that when you cut them like that in half, it's a bit more, this one needs a little bit more smushing. It's a little bit more manageable. And also to eat. Nobody wants to eat this big old huge jibarito. So I'm gonna smush a few more for you so you can see. This one is gonna be a big one. Look how cute. So now, wait, I'm chasing it. The camera's chasing it. Look how cute they look. And these are the rest of them that I had already smushed. I should trademark smushed. So I'm gonna finish smushing the rest of the jibaritos, and then we're gonna fry them. Okay, so we're back to the oil. The oil is heating at a 7.5, so medium high, because this is what we want. Now we want to crunch them up, okay? I look so pretty. I can't wait. You know that I never had a jibarito in Puerto Rico. This originated in the United States. So maybe that's why they called it jibaro. Jibaro is like a... what can I... let me see. How can I explain it? It's a country folk in Puerto Rico. So maybe that's why they call them a jibarito. So now we're just going to fry them until they crisp up. Maybe a couple of minutes on each side. Then after we flip them, we're going to put them in a bowl, sprinkle some salt, and go on to the next step. Okay, so now I have everything ready. Here are look how pretty they look. I just mashed them up. Just mashed them up real quick. So now we have the two pieces. Maybe this one. That looks cute. So I had 6 pieces of steak. So I just want to make them fit. So 1 piece of steak per. So, and I had forgotten to tell you that you can add cheese to it. I personally don't prefer cheese, but a lot of people do so. So we just take, this is just regular iceberg lettuce. And put it like that. You're going to put some tomatoes on. I'm not a fan of tomatoes, to be honest with you. Gonna put a slice of cheese. And then we're going to spread the Mayo ketchup. So I'm gonna continue working on these, and we'll be back when all of them are done. Okay, so here you have it, the famous jibarito sandwich. I forgot when I was putting them together to add some cilantro in it, but you can make it to your liking. I mean, if you don't like tomatoes, if you don't like lettuce, you can make it to your own. If you like extra hot sauce, whatever you want. But I have to tell you, they smell amazing. So please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Buen Provecho. And you know, I'm gonna have to try it. I don't know if you can see it, but look how beautiful this looks. Okay, here you go. Hear that crunch? Try it.